Capricorn, third time's a charm. This is your December 1st through the 7th weekly tarot. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. This is Mary with Sayre, Seer. I think that, well, kind of feels like you're being very resistant to whatever change is. I'm not sure if it's being thrust upon you or if you're being nudged. But I think you can feel it. And there is a resistance. Because information is being blocked. Number one, it's like, and the cards don't want to shuffle. And, so. And no matter what happens this time, I'm not redoing this. So, let's see what happens, right? So, first of all, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you need to say something to somebody. This card flipped over earlier. A deep secret will come to light. So, not sure whose secret this is. Capricorn. I think maybe we should just start there. We're going to do this differently this time. Okay? Talk about the secret. Well, looks like it has something to do with some lovers. It has something to do with some reflection. Lovers is usually a decision that needs to be made or has been made about love. It could be a soulmate. It could be family. Because family, it's a real close relationship, okay? Ace of Cups. This is about self-love, loving others, and it's also about wanting a new start in a certain, maybe with a loved one, okay? So, secret, lovers, decision and love, Hermit, deep reflection, that's good though. Ace of Cups. I don't know, I've reflected and I want to try again. That's what it feels like. Let's get one more card there. Yeah. This is a card of mastery. This is really good. This is the Eight of Pentacles. This is, I want to master this. I want to work every day on this. This is important to me. It's building a life. It's building. This is the 8. Then you have the 9. And then you have the 10, which is the legacy, right? Of the Pentacles. 9 is where you have somebody that's very happy. But they're building. This is where they're building their. You go in every day and you. It's like a business. Like a relationship. You make sure you communicate every day. It's something so important to you that you want to master this, okay? Okay. You want to master this part of your life that caused the decision, the secret. Not sure. Sure, we'll get more information. Also, you're being asked by your guides and by the angels and ancestors to dream. To dream and to find a rhythm. And this reminds me of daily rhythm. And actually, this is a time of change, Capricorn. So you need to know that. And as an earth sign, I don't know a lot about Capricorn like I do Tauruses because I've had a lot of Tauruses in my life. Family members and all kinds of, and then I have a strong Taurus in my chart, but this dream and journey may be about a new career also. It's just what I got. So you're being asked to really dream, think about connect, I like through music, through drums, through instruments, something about a beat, like the beat of a drum, okay? It's a rhythm. Okay. That will take you to a place where it's going to help. This is the Justice card. I don't know what's going on right now, but it's like Injustice? Maybe you feel like something has been an injustice. Please tell us more about this, or something not being fair, or maybe there was a court, something with the court, or please tell us more about this justice card. Okay, this is the death card reversed, so let's get one more card. There's more secrets here. Moon is about secrets. Moon is about the things done in the dark that need to be illuminated, need to come out in the sun. And the dream and journey is like a lot of these cards are about trust and going with the flow. When you're in music and you're kind of just in the groove, okay? In the groove. Flowing like water is a Shaolin master, okay? This change that's going to be put upon you if you're not already in it, or if it's not being done by choice, is because it's to change things. There needs to be some kind of rebirth. The old things need to be put to rest. It's like the past needs to be put to rest. The injustice, the things that were not fair need to be put to rest. And the truth needs to be seen, because here's the moon, and then here's two people that are being worked like puppets, you see. Because whatever secrets are there are manipulating others. And I believe you're included here. Okay. So let's talk about the Shaolin Master. This is about doing things with grace and ease, and not fighting the current, not fighting the changes, okay? So this is about rest, recuperation. It could be rehab, it could be healing from an illness, and it could be just a separation, because we do have this lovers, and then somebody, and then we have that secret. What is it that's driving the thing that creates the secret? Or what is it, the secret, that maybe needs to be brought to light, that needs to be communicated, discussed? Okay. And this is healing your heart so you can get back out there with your truth. Healing your heart, which is the Three of Swords, getting back out there in your truth. Somebody needs to. And then we have the Nine of Swords. It's anxiety, it's regret, she's like biting her hand, like, I can't do that, I can't do it different, I can't walk in my truth. Let's get another card here. This is Five of Pentacles reversed, talks about looking at the patterns that keep creating the separation, that keep creating the financial loss, that keep creating loss of relationships, loss of household, the losses, okay? Because there's a pattern there. And I think that's what the Hermit is there to uncover. The pattern in the relationships that keeps creating the loss over and over again. It's like the lesson comes over and over again. That's why death, it needs to be put to death and rebirth. A new something needs to come out of this, because it's not fair for anybody involved to not complete this part of the cycle. Learn the lesson, that's why it keeps happening. Okay, so this is identifying the things that keep happening over and over. And that's what we do when we rest and say, okay, if you were to go with the flow here and knew you had to make a change, you knew you had to face stuff and maybe talk about things that maybe you're part of it, that are the secrets, right? Your secrets. And it's causing so much anxiety that you can't sleep, but no, you have to do that to heal yourself and others, whatever that means. So going with the flow, maybe just resting and saying, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I know that if I ask my angels, this is the next card, that they're going to help me, because right here they're saying, we're with you. If you see a white feather, that means we're telling you, hey, we're here. But not only that, they're waiting for you to ask for help. They're waiting right now for you to ask for help. And we're, the answers come because we reach that place where we know we have to bring some kind of spirituality in it. We know we have to bring in peace. And that's actually where they go, okay, we've been waiting, here you go. And then here you go. And then here you go. Nobody's going to do anything for anyone. Everybody has to take responsibility for their own part, their own steps. But the guidance and the peace will come. And this card is just like, it's just peaceful. Because, Capricorn, it appears that it feels like you have a heavy heart. And this feather is not only about that, it's about helping your heart to feel as light as a feather because of your happiness. And that's what this is all about. So the King of Swords, this came out in the other reading, and I was having a real hard time figuring out who this is, but it did kind of look like it could be you. This is because I just asked who we need to help. Unless this is somebody else, like your partner or something. It could be an air sign. It could be. And it resonates different for the different people watching it too, because there's like a message there, hopefully for most people. The King of Swords, it could be an air sign, but it could be somebody that's, they have knowledge, they have information, they've, maybe education. But this person reverses somebody that manipulates with words and can be cruel with words. And the King of Swords reverse, it's a cruel energy. It could be anybody doing this, not just an air sign, not just a masculine. It's that type of abusive behavior, okay? It's harsh. It's harsh, okay? Now, if this is how you feel like you've been or somebody's been treating you, then, the next card is about the legacy. And so the question here is, what kind of legacy do you want to continue? Or what kind of legacy do you want to build? So, if this is something that the family did, that was, and usually it is patterns from our family, because they're the ones that teach us everything, even if they're not. They're telling us to act a different way. You know how that goes. But this is, see, everything looks really good on top. They're playing chess. They have all the pentacles. They have a pretty nice place. We have the moon in the background. But then we have this little monster guy under the table. And at any minute, he could rise up and knock the whole game over. Isn't that interesting? And this person has like a voodoo doll. What's up with that? So, I think the question here is, do we want to continue with the legacy of our past, however that looks to you? And obviously we don't, because we have the card over here that says you want to work and change things. You want to do things different. You want a new start. So, the thing to ask then is let's ask how. Okay? How. So the thing would be, I don't know how, but I know I'm going to do the right thing. I don't want to wait till I know it. And it's this soft little, it's not this banner that says, hey, Capricorn, here. I mean, it could be that obvious, but it's not usually. It's more like, maybe if you just try this. Or maybe you just try that. But it's something, it's a different kind of knowing. And it's not something that you're going to feel, if you don't do it, that the world's going to fall apart. It's not that anxious thing. It's it's something deeper. And it's kind of tuning into that kind of information because it's there. It's been waiting for you. Okay. And so Three of Wands reverse is like, it's really hard for somebody here to believe that this is going to be coming to them, right? It's hard to believe that this mumbo jumbo spirituality stuff is going to make its way to them. But how long do I wait? Well, for everyone it's different, but you will receive peace. Okay, so if you knew something was going on in the world. I found out something was going on in the world, and it broke my heart. And it changed me forever, okay? And so at night I cried and I prayed and I said, what can I do? What all I could do was to pray for those people. And I wasn't really a prayer before that. But it was so desperate and it was so big and it was so beyond me that I didn't have an answer. I felt completely helpless. But somehow in that praying and the emotion that came out, it brought me peace. And somehow I started to see a change. And maybe a lot of people did that at the same time. I don't know. But I started to see change. And that's how it comes. Does that make sense? Okay. So, then I have this other card. It's a 6 of Cups. And it's reversed. And, it's about dark nostalgia. I don't know if you understand that. Like memories that might have created some shadow sides of us. Like things that we keep hidden. Maybe things that cause us secrets in our adulthood because they're just kind of running in the background. Trauma, abuse, abandonment, So, and if this might be the secret, a deep secret will come to light. We don't always have the answers. Everybody is different. That's why connecting to your guides, your higher self, is so important, because only you can help yourself get through that. I mean, not to say you can't have friends, but one fix isn't work the same for everybody. Does that make sense? Because everybody has their own spiritual path. They have their own personality. They have their own set of emotions, just like a fingerprint. Okay? So, I'm having to paint it in this big because it's big. It's big and it's much more people than just one or two here. Okay? All right, I'm not sure how many people are going to see this, but it appears to be big. Okay. Looking at it is the right path. Being calm in it is the right path. Okay? Understanding that being committed to change it, but I don't know how, is the right path, and the guidance will be provided. Oh, yes. Okay? Oh, yes. And so, start with a little bit at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself with how you're going to get there. Just know you're going to get there. Because it's here. It's here. And you might feel that. Okay. So, let's do the enchanted map. And let's just ask, maybe beyond this and tapping in. It's faith. It's going with the flow. It's trying not to force things. The path unknown is having faith. You can't control everything. You control what you can, and you leave the rest up to faith, because you should feel the difference in energy when you try to force, and then when you let it go. When you let it go. Okay. Coming to life. So this is reversed. So I'm just going to take a look at this one real quick. Let's see. Okay. So that's number 29, which is an 11, which is really good because that's like an angel number. Okay, but it's reversed. So it says, I'm just going to read it real quick. It's a time when, this is a time when it's important to address the areas of your life where there is discord. Are you fixated on getting your own way? Are you obsessed with one thing, neglecting essential matters that require your attention? Taking your own inventory is a necessary step towards rebalancing your life, and it is the only way to reach an equitable solution. The rebalancing is the mastering of your life, okay? Adjust yourself to the conditions of your environment, going with the flow, that you have no control over. Control what you can, release the rest. And balance will come much more easily. If there is to be fairness, it must come from you. It always starts with us. Wow, right? Here's your fairness. Because things have not been fair, is justice reversed. Isn't that cool? Well, isn't it kind of mind-blowing how it kind of all goes together? So, Capricorn. Just another step. We keep going through these peeling of our layers, right? Peeling of our layers. And then we get a little comfortable, and then we can, well, here comes another one that needs to be peeled. I don't think it's just our layers, though, Capricorn. I think it's the collective's layers. I think it's our ancestors' layers. You know? Because they say 3D we have time. But it is also said that in the other, when we go back to source or 5D, that there is no time. So when we fix this part, we affect all timelines. Does that make sense? That's why the work is important. Okay, and you're important. Absolutely, Capricorn. I love you. Have a great week, okay?